Yeah, so then I was just like, you know what? You could take this flower, and you know
Hmm.
what you can do with it? You can grab it, and then you can take it to the Fetterly Club podcast. Hell yeah!
I have a theory that you start planning these and you start preparing these midweek just to see what can I say this time.
Oh man, dude! Welcome everybody to another podcast here with the Federally Club minus Stone Cold Steve Jessers. But
He'll eventually pop on. You know he always
he
does.
always does. But
Yeah.
hell yeah, welcome everybody to a Valentine's Day edition of the Federally Club podcast.
I guess if that's what we're gonna call it today.
I guess. I mean, it is on Valentine's Day, so.
Well, can't relate. So
Ha! I see what you did there. I don't know why this
can't
keeps
relate.
giving me this pop up right here. Let's close it though. Anyway, my peeps, Oz, how was your week slash Saturday?
It was okay. I can't complain. Work is still work, and that's pretty much all I do is work and go home. I got try to make time here and there for little things, and then that's it. Just so regular, boring adult life that we live now.
How
You know,
how's
just
how's
work and come back home.
how's the new position at your job?
It's going great. It's going great. Still, I got it down. Remember, I told you a couple of weeks ago that I just wish I could get it down. It's getting there. I still have a few things that I need to learn, uh, but it's going great. I can't complain. I really can't complain. It's going great.
That's cool, man. That's cool. Did you get your desk now, like your own
I did.
desk?
I did. I have an official desk. I just haven't decorated yet.
Oh,
Uh,
you need to get like a
um,
succulent or something, bro.
I know. Thinking about getting like a name tag or like a little street license plate or something just to put on my desk.
Says Oz.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hell yeah. That's
What
cool.
about yourself? How are you?
It was pretty cool. Interesting week. It tend to like lag though.
Okay,
I
yeah.
guess because everybody was looking forward to for those that are able to get that 3 day weekend.
Okay.
So I think that's the reason why it kind of took longer than usual. I mean, even though it's still the same amount of days and the same amount of hours in the week that you work, but you know what
Yeah.
I'm talking about when it's like you've seen that you've been working for like 5-6 hours and you look and it's only been like 2 and you're like, what the fuck, man? Like, hurry up! Like, dude,
Yeah.
it's barely 11 o'clock. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Well,
So I had a lot of those moments. Other than that, it was cool. You know, I did do what I do every year. For the women in the office, I get roses and I hand one to each one of the women in the office.
yeah.
So that was pretty cool. It was pretty interesting because I mean, now with the new office where I'm at, I mean, it's a lot more women there as opposed to the six that I used to work with. Now it's probably twice as much, if that.
Right.
But
Yeah.
yeah, look at this over here. I'm downloading Apex Legends.
But I'll agree with you that the week did kind of lag. I know Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday seemed like they dragged on so much. I think I fell asleep early all 3 days. By 7:30, 8 o'clock, I was dead. I was done asleep.
Damn.
Yeah, and then just the day really seemed to drag a lot.
Hell yeah, they did. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but today is as you said, Valentine's Day. Do you have any special plans?
No. I did ask somebody to be my Valentine, so I'm
Hmm.
waiting on that answer. See how that goes.
Yeah.
This was asked for on Friday though, because I wasn't able to see her for this weekend.
Yeah.
Because she had to work.
Okay.
So, but I mean, there's always next week.
I guess, yeah.
But
A little
it's
late,
cool.
Val.
Yeah, it is a little late, but I mean, given the fact that she had to work, it's all good. I mean, we're both grown adults and we have shit to do and take care of, so I completely understand. I'm not even like, oh, what the hell, So
Yeah, I get you. I get you on that.
hell yeah.
A late Valentine's Day is better than no Valentine's Day.
Yeah. How about
Yeah.
you, Oz? Anybody slipping into your DMs?
Yes, my eye doctor because I have an appointment today. And I'm no, I don't have any plans. I am. I don't have any plans because it's COVID and I take it very seriously and I don't want to risk anybody or anything.
That's true.
Yes, it's boring. Yes, it's gonna be nuts, but it's just another day to me. I don't think I've celebrated Valentine's Day in about I'll say about 10 years, maybe more. Been a while since I've celebrated Valentine's Day. So I'm so used to just it being another Sunday or another whatever day it lands on.
Another day of the week.
Pretty much, yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much how I take it. You know, I find birthdays to be more important than any other holidays around the year.
That's true.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, that you mentioned that, perfect segue. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go ahead and wish a late birthday to la vecina. It
Yeah.
was her birthday on Friday, I believe, right?
It was Friday. Yeah, it was Friday.
So happy birthday to her. Hell yeah. How did she
Yeah.
how did she spend her day? Did she have fun?
She had a lot of fun. My cousins and my aunt had made plans to throw her a surprise party, so I started planting seeds just a little bit early, telling her, "Oh, Friday we're gonna go to my aunt's house because they want us to fix something electrical and they only need my help." Blah blah blah. So so that was the idea of the whole week. I kept telling her, she kept telling me, "Are we gonna go Friday or Saturday?" No, we're gonna go Friday because I want to fix this, whatever the problem is, so we can get out of the way and have the weekend free. So
Yeah.
I wasn't there when they surprised her. I was still at work. I came after, but she had a great time. You know, they gave her a beautiful cake and they gave her great presents, and I appreciate them for doing that. Went all above and beyond for anything that I can imagine. And yeah, she had best time of her life. And I even asked her, so did you have fun? She's like, yeah, I had a lot of fun. They gave her gifts, so which is nice. Yeah.
That's cool, man. That's cool. You know, she's very special, man. She's
Yeah.
a very special woman, and you know, like you said in your vlog, I mean, you know, I know how much she means to you, bro, and you know, given that whole situation a few weeks ago, I mean, I'm glad you guys are both able to spend that day, you know, together,
Yeah.
and that was awesome, dude. So again, vecina, feliz cumpleaños, un poco tarde, but hey,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, and you know, go ahead.
Again, better late than never. So
Yeah, shout out to the cousins for always, you know, showing out.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so thank you for that as well. We appreciate that. But
Yeah.
that's cool.
But
Man.
other than that, you know, it was fun. But another thing that was fun was the vlog that we did last week. We mentioned it. We just didn't really get to talk about it.
Yeah.
Because I really wanted people to watch the video, and I want to throw it at you because your reactions. There was so much like there was so much banter that I had to delete.
Yeah.
From the editing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
And not to mention our after Randonautica meal that we had too.
Yeah, I wasn't allowed to record that. I understand that. That's fine by me. I don't like people watching me eat as it is. So
yeah, but that was cool. I mean, like I had stated after the fact, I'm assuming everybody's watched the video by now. I mean, it was
I wouldn't know. I haven't asked around, but it has good views on it. So
yeah, I'm not gonna say exactly what went down, but I personally enjoyed the whole adventure because one, we were out of the house.
Yeah.
Mind you, we were in the car most of the time, but the fact that you and I were able to finally hang out, besides looking at each other through doors, was fucking awesome, dude. I mean, I think overall was the experience, as opposed to the actual adventuring, I guess.
Well, I mean, and in true honesty, and this is something that I didn't put on the blog, I truly felt, and as I watched it, and I watched what I was recording, what I recorded as I was editing, I still truly feel that it was a closure to you. Because it was in your area. It was, I mean, it randomly sent us to your area where you were born and raised. I don't know if you were born there, but I know you were raised there.
Yeah, I was born there.
You know, and I can't explain to you guys when we were driving down Highland Park, Ramon would tell me, "Oh, this area, this and that. This store, man, you should have seen it. There, this over there. Yeah, you know? Oh, this was my middle school, this and that. This high school, all this and that. And then my friend used to live, we used to go down this way. If you didn't go to this place before school, man, you were nothing."
Oh, dude, the donut shop.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, you know what? Um, I like I said, I was born and raised in Highland Park. You know, and driving by, um, and seeing all these things that I remember. I didn't tell you all this, but right in front of the elementary, there was a little church. I don't know if you caught it.
I
Um,
think so. I think
m-
I might have caught it.
my mom used to wait for me right there every day after school.
Yeah.
Um, there's unfortunately a sad story behind why she would wait at that spot as opposed to the front of the gates, but that's for a different time.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, dude, it hit me in the feels when I kind of passed by it a little bit, and yeah, I mean, reminiscing, dude. It's I'm getting a bit emotional. I mean, we passed by what would have been my old high school, which was Franklin High School. Passed by my old middle school, Luther Burbank Middle School, Garvanza Elementary. I mean, dude, the blockbuster that used to be there is now a big
Yeah.
five.
Yeah. It's a big
Um,
fight now.
the 99-cent store that was right there, that used to be a Rouse. And before it was a Rouse, for those that are from Highland Park and know what's up, that used to be a Viva back in the day. Um, the one that really, really got me was the Starbucks, because that used to be a restaurant called Gus's Burgers back in the day. I
Okay.
didn't share that with you, but um, dude, the burgers there. If it, I don't know. You've had Alex Burgers, obviously, right?
Oh,
Right.
obviously, yeah, yeah.
Okay. I don't know if you like them or not, but those the burgers from Gus's Burgers, bro, were like, man, they were. I guess the words the kids use now is dank. It was dank, fire, whatever. Yes,
Oh my
I used
God.
the
Okay.
word. I used it. Hopefully, I used it correctly and I made you youngsters proud.
Oh
But
my God. Please
yeah,
stop.
yeah, but yeah, that place was good. Um, and then also the donut shop, like you said right now, that was actually pretty cool because, like I told you, if you didn't kick it there before school, you were like not cool. I mean, and
Yeah.
obviously, I wasn't at that donut shop.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, in my defense, I lived relatively close to school, so I had to just leave like 5-10 minutes before the bell rang. Nah, let me not say five, maybe like 10 minutes before the bell rang, and I'd be on time.
Yeah.
So there wasn't really any need for me to be there early because the ones that went there early were the ones that lived kind of far, and the parents had to leave them there.
Yeah.
Or people that actually wanted to be cool and went there. I really didn't care. I pretty much kept to myself.
Yeah.
But back to that, I mean, it's just the fact that once we ended and we were able to go to the Chinese food place we went to, because that one, like I've told you, has a lot of meaning to it. And just being able to sit there and just talk and not sit inside of the restaurant, y'all. We sat in my car, obviously, because anyway. Um, yeah, I think passing by the old spots and just looking at how a lot of things have changed, it puts a lot of stuff into perspective. Like the Highland Park I knew is not the Highland Park that I saw.
Okay.
There were some nostalgic spots, but I mean, just like everything, it's changing with time, and it sucks because some of the spots that I used to know are like hipster restaurants or um, other things, or they're like actually just closed, like there's nothing there. So
Yeah.
it sucks to see, but hey, I mean, you gotta adapt with the times, so it sucks, but
Yeah. No, but I truly feel that it was a closure to you because the whole idea of the vlog was your idea, and I did find it funny that it did end up sending us at the very end to Highland Park.
yeah, that was. And it was crazy because before we changed the radius, it was just leaving us around the 710 freeway.
Yeah.
And then once the
Yeah.
radius changed to 10, it's just like it sent us over there, and we're like, well, what the hell? Like, what? Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah. I mean, after in hindsight, it was a lot of fun. We didn't. Uh, a couple of the spots were questionable safety wise. The side of the freeway going into
Yeah,
somebody's random house. Um, But the owl that we saw was really really cool.
Yeah,
Um,
that was fucking random. Like, who the fuck has an owl on top of their house?
yeah, yeah.
Or that fucking antenna.
That antenna, that was pretty cool. But the big thing I get was the metal bugs.
Oh yeah, I'm telling you, peeps, you guys need to watch that vlog. I mean,
Yeah,
that shit was fun. That was I think that was like the major highlight of the whole thing.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun, and it was supposed to drop today. I said I'm gonna give myself a week to get it done and get it done right. But after opening up a 6 pack of White Claw, I just said, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna start editing," and I went for it. Got it done in a couple of hours.
He
So
went to fucking work on that motherfucker. I was like,
yeah.
when I saw the fucking announcement, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, dude, what the hell, bro? Yeah, I guess you do your what did you say? I do my fastest work when I'm drunk.
Yeah, I do my best work when I'm
There
done.
we go.
Yeah.
Damn, dude, because yeah, you knocked that shit out. Because
Hmm.
we chilled outside for what, about an hour or so, and then you went inside, and then you fucking literally you took care of that shit as soon as you went in there. Because fuck.
Yeah.
But
I'm
yeah,
telling you, it's that thing where I go into like a mode where if I get an idea in my head, this is how I have to execute it. Um, from the very beginning, people tell me all the time, why do I record so much road and so much streets? Like, because I have an idea in my head. And I can't explain it, but it has to look this way. And the way I did it for this video, it was fantastic. It just came out exactly the way I wanted it to come out, music wise and everything.
hell
So
yeah, that was
yeah.
fun. I mean, we should do something else like later on in the future, kind of like that. But
Well, people have told me that we should do this at night.
what,
Uh,
Rando Nautica at night?
yeah, yeah. I got a lot of DMs saying we should do it at night. Great video, but do it at night. That's what they were telling me.
Mm,
I'm in. I'm always in. I'm all in.
you're always all in.
The biggest chicken out of all of us is you because you question it a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down to do it, but if it looks like it's an unsafe spot, we're moving on.
We can take more people with us if you like.
I'm down.
More people, more chingazos, in case something
More
goes
putazos.
wrong.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm down.
Hmm. Yeah.
There it is.
There it is. We're done. Just got to plan the day. I'm always available on the weekends. I don't know about you. You have whatever it is that you do on the weekends.
Hell yeah. No, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't see why we wouldn't be able to do it. I'm down.
Yeah.
There it is.
I'm down. I'm down.
There it is. Hell yeah. But let me see. So Oz.
Yeah.
I think I already asked if you had any plans for today.
No, I don't.
I think I did ask that already.
What do you? Were you always the type of person that expected to get a lot of Valentine's Day cards as a kid?
No.
Okay.
Let me put it this way. I'm gonna go in a little bit into this whole Valentine's Day for me.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go ahead and put it out there. I used to have, well, still kinda. My self-esteem has been very, very low since the get-go.
Okay.
So, I honestly, I mean, the only reason why I felt back then I would get cards was because everybody gave one to everybody.
Okay.
But as far as
Yeah.
like when I got older, like I guess my last elementary year to like the first year of middle school, I remember this one time I gave this girl a rose.
Yeah.
And I still remember her name, actually, believe it or not. That's how bad it was. Well, I don't want to say bad, but that's how much it hurt, I guess. I guess that was my
Okay.
first ever heartbreak. I gave her the rose, and she's like, "Oh, thank you," whatever. And mind you, I was a kid, feelings get hurt relatively fast. So, as I seen her like walking out or whatever, I noticed that she was with this other guy, and they were like holding hands and hugging and shit. And I was just like, "Oh."
Yeah. Yeah.
So that didn't help either. And again, I was, elementary going to middle school, so I was still a kid. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So, but I've never been the one to be like, "Oh yeah, like I know I'm gonna get something," or "Oh, I feel I need to get something." I mean, Nah, if anything, I'm the one that tends to be the one that gives out on this day.
Hmm.
As like I mentioned with the roses and stuff. But um, I mean, when I had significant others, I mean, I tried
Yeah.
to be very festive on this date. Um, so it was hard with one of them because um, Valentine's Day and her birthday fell on the same day.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, that one was kind of hard because it's like, do I need to get two gifts? Like, do I have to get two flowers? Like two dozen roses? Like, but it made it interesting. It was cool. But yeah, for this year it was a bit different. So,
Yeah.
but how
Yeah.
about you,
Well,
Oz?
I mean, the good thing is you got to ask somebody to be a Valentine's Day this year.
That's
I didn't
true.
even do that. I didn't even do that. And my sorry, my friend told me, what was it, yesterday? It was either yesterday or Friday. Like, oh, do you have a Valentine? I said no. Like, I don't ask people. I was like, well, how come you haven't asked anybody? Because I've always had a fear of rejection. Always have. And that's the one thing that stops me. That's always the one thing that stops me, the fear of rejection. Um, and I it's have a fear of failing and a fear of rejection.
Mm,
That's why I don't go to great lengths to do certain things.
yeah.
I get asked questions a lot on I did a Q&A, and I haven't done the Q&A yet, but I have the questions down. Um, Somebody wanted me to start singing a record. It was funny. Somebody invited me to go on and sing with them.
Oh
And I was
shit.
like, no, oh no, I don't sing. Like, no, 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 I've heard you sing. Like, no, 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 I don't know. I'm afraid of failure. I can't sing. But we'll see. It's taken some convincing, but we'll see. But
Um, did you have anybody in mind this year? This year? No name, no nothing. If
no, no,
you
no, 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 no. I will say this: they know who they are. That's
Oh.
it. They know who they are. I don't think I need to ask. They already know. They made it very clear. They're always telling me, "Don't talk to no other bitch." They're always saying that. So yeah, they know who they are.
Well, if you know who you are, the Oz, I guess, are you guys Valentines then?
I guess at this point, I don't know what we are. I think we're just. I don't know. She says we're in a relationship, and I'll just go with it.
If you're watching this, obviously you can hear me. Jump on it.
We can all hear you.
I know, but it sounds much cooler when I whisper. Oh man, but yeah. What how can I say it? I as now that we're going with the whole Valentine's Day theme, I think the most interesting Valentine's, I guess the way I asked had to have been this year.
Yeah.
Um, this year was actually I did a little scavenger hunt,
Okay.
and so I left clues, and eventually it led to her finding the gift and me asking her to be my Valentine. So that one was pretty fun. Like I how can I say? I wish I would have been more creative like this when I was younger.
Okay.
But I think the fact that now that I'm older and I've learned the mistakes I made in my previous relationships, I think that built me up to who I could be as a significant other to somebody. Does that make sense?
Yeah. No,
Like
that makes sense.
like for example, I know for a fact in my past relationships I fucked up. Like, not fucked up completely to where it ruined the relationship, but I know I made some mistakes in my relationships that looking at it now, I'm like, yeah, dude, you know what? Yeah, maybe you should have done something else besides that, or maybe you shouldn't have done that, or things like that. Like I look back and I know the mistakes that were made. Obviously, like I said, not to ruin the relationship, but something that could have led to it eventually, you know, breaking
Right.
apart.
Right.
Yeah. But
I get it. I get it.
yeah, so Yeah. I think now once I find that special someone, and I'm not saying like marriage wise, just the love that you get from your family is completely different than you get from a significant other. Which is
Hmm.
why a lot of people are like, oh well, you have family and friends that love you, and I go, yeah, but it's not the same type of love. Um, I mean, I don't know if I'm just going on a rant now,
No, no, no. Go for it.
but
Hey, go for it. Go for it. Go for it.
but um, just that's the way I see it. I personally think that like I said, the love you get from your family and friends is different from your significant other. There's certain things that um, you discuss with a significant other that it stays between you two, regardless of, let's say for example, me and you, Oz, we're like the closest of friends, but there may be something that I might have told a significant other that you might have not known of. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
So,
same.
you know what I mean? It's just it's it's not
It's
that I
different.
need it.
It's
Yeah,
different.
it is. It's not the fact that I need somebody there. I mean, I would like somebody there, but it's not a need. Like I'm not. I don't need to be in a relationship. I choose to want to be in one.
Yeah.
So yeah, think I think now I'm more prepared than I was previously, when
Hmm.
it comes to relationships, because I mean I learned a lot, and not only based on my relationships with these women, it's just the people around them as well.
Yeah.
Made me realize, or me hicieron captar,
Yeah.
on mistakes that I personally made, and I'm just like, oh, now looking back then I'd be like, what are you talking about? But now I'm looking at it, and it's like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, you're right.
Right.
Maybe
Right.
maybe I should have turned off that Xbox. You know,
Yeah.
maybe we should have gone out and done something instead of having you watch me play.
But do you feel in aspects like that that it's the lack of communication on both sides?
Oh yeah, yeah. That's
Yeah.
one thing too. Um, had had it been mentioned,
Right.
I would have been like, oh shit, because sometimes, and that's the thing with relationships too. Sometimes, well, not sometimes, all of the times, you tend to get comfortable.
Yeah.
You get comfortable with the person, so therefore, you don't feel the need to have to be telling them everything. But excuse me, back to what you're saying, communication helps a lot, even if you've been in a relationship for years. Um, it's if something's bothering you, or you feel like you need to let your significant other know, you need to tell them, because what's the whole point of holding on to it if you're gonna be like passive aggressive with it? You know,
Yeah.
like let's say I did something to you today, and then fucking a month and a half down the line, we get into a big ass argument. And then you're like, "Oh, you remember what you did a month and a half ago? Well, I didn't like that shit either." Like, whoa, wait,
Yeah.
well, what the fuck? Like, why didn't you tell me this a month and a half ago so I could have worked on it? Cause,
Yeah.
like I said, regardless of how long you've been with somebody, I mean, there's still always things that you're gonna have to come to a compromise with. I mean,
Yeah.
you may be used to doing something one way, and your significant other another way, and you're just gonna have to find a way to meet in the middle. I
Yeah.
mean, it's for example, maybe on Saturday I want to fucking spend all day just chilling and playing online. I could be like, hey babe, you know what? Like, is it cool if I could chill this week and just like hang, play, like what I mean? Like, don't automatically assume that everything is okay.
Yeah. I
You
get
know,
you.
so it's just the
But
communication.
I think right there is the big difference between you and I personally is that you said you'd like to be in a relationship and you'd like to have that companionship that only um, excuse me a relationship can bring. I think the difference is that when it comes to me, I'm okay with not being in a relationship. I've made peace with that. I think at this point in my life, I've chosen career rather than a relationship. Doesn't mean that I don't want to be in one, but it means that if I don't get in one, or I'm not in one, or there's not nobody there, I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? Do
Yeah,
I get lonely? Absolutely. Everybody does. It's a thing,
yeah,
especially when you suffer from mental health. The depression kicks in a lot more when you're by yourself, when you have nobody around.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But And we all have those off days when we just feel that way. We just feel lonely. We feel nobody understands us. We feel we can't talk to anybody. We feel all this type of stuff. But at the end of the day, when you get better and you feel happy and you're not with somebody, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. You know, that's just me though. You know, like I said, it varies from you and I. You want that. Me, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't happen, it didn't happen. Whatever. It is what it is. I mean, I just get a dog.
Yeah. I I think another thing, jumping on the whole communication thing as well, since we're on that topic.
Yeah.
Um, if let's say you're talking to somebody, like you're not official, you have no title, it's just you guys are friends.
Yeah.
I think if one or the other, let's say for example, and if you're watching this, I'm sorry it took this long for me to realize that what I was doing was bad, and I'm sorry, and this is the reason why I'm saying I'm sorry before I'm going on with what I'm saying. If you're friends and you know you hang around, you're cool, you talk or whatever, and you have the sense that either you have a feeling or you know directly that somebody's interested and you're not, don't keep them waiting. Don't lead people on, because that's like the worst thing you can do. And like I said again, if you're watching, I'm sorry that it took me this long to realize. But the reason why is because it, when it happened to me, it's like it sucked because and I'm gonna share this story given because it's Valentine's Day. I was talking to this girl, and you know, I had told her how I felt. Like, hey, you know what? Like, I like how where this is going. You know, we've been talking, we've been texting for a while now. Like, I'm starting to get feeling. You know, the whole spiel, right?
Yeah.
And I told her, look, I don't wanna put you in a bad spot. Like, if you have to think about it, that's cool. But you know, if you're not interested, let me know. Like, we'll still be cool. Like, it's not a problem. Like, you know, I like kicking it with you. I like, you know, hitting you up. I like talking to you. Like, just
Yeah.
let me know.
Right.
So, time passed. Nothing, right? We would still text, talk, whatever. It got to the point where I'm like, hey, girl, you know what? I need to talk to you. Because I kind of told myself, too, like, hey, you know what? You're a grown-ass man. You need to be playing no fucking games, you know? Like, if someone's interested, they're interested. If not, you know? And don't get me wrong. Both men and women and everything in between enjoy a chase. But
yeah,
you know what I mean? And it's cool. It's cool. I'm down for that. But shit, I'm not trying to run a fucking LA marathon either. You know? So when I told her like, "Hey, you know what? We need to talk." She's all like, "Oh yeah, cool. Well, cuz I got to talk to you too." So we met up, and you know, this person was telling me the story of, you know, what's going on with her and everything. And then she's like, "Oh, by the way, you know, I've been talking to some guy, and it's starting to get serious." So I'm just like, "Oh, okay." And I'm like, "Well, how long have you been talking to the guy? You know?" And she's like, "Oh, I've known him for years. Our friends have been trying to hook us up, blah 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 blah." And I go, "Well, that's not what I asked you. I asked you how long you've been talking to the guy." She's like, "Oh, about." So she's known him for a while, but they were talking and getting serious for about a month and a half.
Okay.
So then I was like, really? So then when were you planning on telling me? Because, like, not saying that she needed to give me an explanation, but she knew how I was feeling and how I wanted it to go. If she wasn't interested a month and a half ago when she was texting the guy, you know, a courtesy like, hey, you know what? I'm talking to this guy. And exactly what she told me, or not a text, or like, just tell me. Like, you know, if you feel a certain way, you feel a certain way. You shouldn't apologize for how you feel. But the fact that I'm over here thinking like, oh, okay, she's thinking about it. Like, I wasn't doing anything either. You know what I mean? It's not like I was waiting, but I was kind of waiting. So, I guess to what I'm trying to go with this, it's if you're not interested in a person, don't lead them on. Don't just be straightforward. Be like, hey, you know what? Like, you know, we're cool and all, but I don't see us going anywhere besides being friends. And which is why I gave my apology at the beginning of the video, and I think this person knows exactly who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So
Hey, therein lies like this person that I'm talking to. She's been holding out for almost, I want to say almost a year now, because I keep telling her I just don't feel like I'm mentally ready to be in a relationship.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean I don't like you. You know, I'm just not mentally ready to be in a relationship. And she's still holding out. God bless her heart. Every single time I talk to her, God bless her heart, because every time she's always like, "Oh, I like you and I want to be with you." But in the back of my head, I'm like, why? Like, I don't even want to be with me. So, and think it goes back to your past experiences, that all the people that have shut you down, you know, you get traumatized. It's a trauma
It
of
is.
you being told, no, I don't like you that way, I see you as a friend. So when somebody comes along in your life and tells you, oh, I really like you, I really want to be with you, you're just like, why do you want to be with me? Like, give me a reason why you love me. Why do you love me? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I say, God
I
bless
need
her.
an essay on why you're in love with me.
Why do you love me? Give me a 1,500 word
Hell
essay
yes.
as to why you love me, and because I cannot understand why you love me.
No, special characters don't count towards your total word count either, bitch. Oh
She's
man.
gonna kill me for this, man.
Hey,
I'm
at
getting
least
a, I'm
look.
getting a text later saying I saw your podcast.
Why are you talking shit?
Are you talking shit? No,
Hey,
everything I've said on this podcast about her and what I just mentioned right now, she knows. I'm very open about it. We have a great communication now than we did in the past. This is our I want to say our third attempt trying at it, um, but we're taking it really really slow, trying to learn as much about each other. You know, I always, because the last time that we broke up, she has her story and I have mine. You know, obviously, but my story is that we just had a lack of communication, where it was like if we had an argument, it was like I'm the type of person, always have been, where I want to work out where we went wrong so we don't do it again. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But she wasn't the type of person that wanted to be open about her feelings. So to me, it was a big like, okay, then I can't do this. Her story is different, but that's mine. But she's not on the podcast today, so she we won't talk about her story because
Oh man.
yeah, she's gonna kill me for that too.
Hell yeah. And just to clarify on my story, and I'm gonna drop it after that. It's I don't want people to take the wrong. I don't want to. I guess I don't want people to take it the wrong way. I wasn't upset at the fact that she said no to me, cause I mean, like I said, if she said no, she's not interested. It is what it is. You know what I mean? I can say I finally have learned to accept the fact that not everybody's gonna like me. Not even in that sense, like just in general, but like if she doesn't want to be with me, doesn't want to be with me. Like, you know, I can't force her to be with me. So I'm just more upset at the fact that she knew that I was waiting, quote unquote,
Yeah,
and didn't have the courtesy to let me know, like, hey, you know what? I'm talking to this guy. Like, I don't think it's gonna work out. You know, I would have been okay with it. Like,
during that time, were you guys still in the speaking terms? Were you guys talking on a regular basis?
like, we were
Okay,
cool. That which is why I think it upset me more because
let
we were,
yeah, let's clarify that.
yeah, we were in constant communication. So it's not like, you know, we weren't talking. So it's like, when were you planning on telling me? Like, you know what I mean? Had I not
Yeah,
told you, hey, I want to talk to you, would you have not told me? You know
yeah,
what I mean? You see where I'm coming from with that? Like,
yeah.
what if I hadn't pushed the issue? Were you gonna keep me waiting as option number two? Like, which is another thing too.
Here we go.
Yeah, don't keep people as a second option. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah. So
Even even in your friendships, don't do that shit to people. That shit's not cool. I had a friend who would only talk to me in secret. And yeah, and
what
I was
the
like, I'm
fuck?
not gonna be your little fucking secret. No, because his girlfriend was a super jealous type of person, and she didn't want him having any friends, so he tried to chat with me in secret. Like, would always like send me Instagram messages that would delete or whatever that shit is.
Uh huh.
And I told him, I said, I don't want to be your fucking secret, so don't talk to me, and I blocked him.
Hell yeah. Yeah, nah. Damn, that's crazy. I didn't know that shit happened with friendship too.
Yeah, yeah, it's fucking crazy how people do that.
What the fuck? Holy shit. Oh hell no. I don't. I mean, it's cool to be like friends and shit, but cause like let's be honest, like me and you, I was like we're like super close friends, like we're like brothers,
Yeah.
but we don't text every day. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? We'll send messages here and there, but see, the fact is, like, if Oz were to be like, "Hey, you know what, Ramon? I need help with this ASAP," I wouldn't hesitate to be like, "All right, where do we need to go? What do we need to do?" Like he'll know, he knows that I'm always there for him, even if I don't hit him up. Same thing. It works both ways. You know, I know Oz will be there for me if I ever needed him to help me out with something. But
Yeah.
that just because you don't hit somebody up like that doesn't necessarily mean you guys aren't friends. But to be hiding and having to hide it from your significant other, which is even worse, because I mean that sucks, dude. Did you know this person before they got with their significant other?
Yes and no. I knew aspects of it, and we would talk here and there. It wasn't until it was like, "Hey, do you have Instagram?" He wanted to text me like as friends to get our numbers, but I don't give people my number out. I don't trust people with my number. Um, so we hit up on Instagram and we are just chatting, and then he tried. That's when it's like, "Hey, man, let me let you know, my girl's like super jealous right now, so I'll text you for a little bit, but I gotta go." I'm like, what the fuck? I ain't your little secret. The fuck? Out of here.
That's dumb. Like, why would you have to hide a friendship? I mean,
I have a theory that she beats him. That's just me though.
I think there's a saying that goes, "Show me who you hang around with, and I'll tell you what kind of a person you are."
Yeah.
I think I got that right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously, if you're gonna be with somebody, I mean, you don't have to get along with their friends, but if they were friends prior to you coming into the picture, you need to. I don't want to say.
You have to respect.
Yeah, there we go. Thank you. You need
You
to
have to
respect the fact that
that.
they were friends before you
You
jumped.
don't have to like it, but you have to respect it.
Correct.
And you always have to stay cordial with people. It's the one thing that I was taught. Always stay cordial. You don't have to be their friends. You don't have to be close, but just good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. I mean, because for those that are watching and are married or been together for a long time, you know that your spouse or your significant other has that one friend that you don't like, but you're still kicking it with them because they were there prior to you being with your significant other. So,
or you gave your man or woman an ultimatum.
Oh,
I've been given an ultimatum by a past relationship and it didn't work out. So
no, I mean, and that you, I don't like that either. Like, why would you do that? Like, obviously this person's been there. Like, if somebody were to say, like, if I got with somebody and they're like, "Hey, I don't like Oscar."
Yeah.
It's either Oscar or me. Obviously, I'm gonna pick you, bro, because I've known you for fucking years, and you just came into the picture. Like, if you don't like him, that's fine, but
I mean, wait, let's go back. Hold on. How fine is she though?
Nah.
Because that'd leave me for me.
This fool.
Real quick.
Nah, it's not even that. It's just, I mean, you can't really. I mean, yeah, you can, because there is a lot of toxic people out there that will actually be like, it's either them or it's either him or me, or even when they do it with parents, bro.
But even here's the thing, and I'm going to tell you a little bit more about me and the way my process works. Let's say you get into a relationship, and she's not the type of person that's like, "Oh, you're spending too much time with Oscar." It's either him or me, Before it even gets to like that, I'm the type of person that starts taking 2 steps back. You know what I'm saying? Because I want your relationships to work.
Yeah.
When you were with your ex, I took 2 steps back. I think you noticed that because you called me out on it. They're like, "Hey, where you been at? I haven't heard from you." This and that. I was like, "Oh," and I'm giving you your space.
Yeah.
Because it's your relationship, And I don't want to be third wheeling. I fucking hate that. But it was mostly that. Like when it comes to like all my friends, when because I have maybe 4. I have 4 friends now. I was 3, now it's 4.
Yeah, he has a new friend.
So every time that they're in a relationship or they talk about their girlfriends or wives or whatever the fuck it is, I'm always the type of person that takes a step back. If I text you and you don't respond, "Oh shit, my bad." "Oh no, I know you're busy living your life. Don't worry about it. It's cool." So, that's just my process. So if you were to say, I have, I'm dating this one girl, it's just like, okay, take a couple steps back. Let him do him, because he's gonna want to do him, and he obviously wants his relationship to work out, as do I, you know. So yeah, be prepared for me being a little absent when you have a relationship. I'm just letting you know.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Not
have
fit, not to the degree that I'm gonna disappear off the face of the earth. I'm letting you know. This is how I work.
For sure. Final question before it's gonna be, I guess, a short Fetterly Club cast today.
Yeah, you know what? I've been getting a lot of DMs that people love the podcast. They just wish they were a little shorter.
So we're gonna wrap this one up with a quick question, Oz. Since we're dealing with the whole relationship thing.
Okay.
What is your opinion? And the reason why I'm asking is because I lived it. Is what is your opinion with family members getting involved in like, let's say, for example, my family getting involved in my relationship, like trying to give their 2 cents, and it's like the whole family, not just like your mom or your sister.
I am anti-involvement. Does that make sense? Not for me, but I can speak on I guess my family situation. Every time somebody's in a relationship, it's not my place to involve myself in their relationship. It's not. It's their relationship. I believe that the more people get involved in it, whether it be family or not, the more people know about your relation. No, that's the wrong usage. When your family gets involved, it doesn't let the relationship grow, because sooner or later, especially in Mexican households, they tell you a lot of red flags that you start paying attention to.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, no, and I know exactly what the fuck you're saying.
And that's not okay in any relationship. You need to let the relationship grow, and you need to let the persons involved see the flaws for themselves rather than know about the flaw, and that's all they're looking for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can speak for my family. I have some of my cousins in relationships. It's none of my business. Unless it gets physical, then it's my business.
Yep.
But until then, they have to work their shit out. The only way I get involved in anybody's relationship, whether it be you, whether it be my cousins, whether it be my brother, whether it be my sister, the only way I get involved is if they genuinely ask for my advice. Yep. What do you think about this? This is what happened. What can I do? Then that's when I was like, I will give you my 2 cents. Other than that, it's not about me washing my hands clean. It's like, I can only help you if you want me to help you, because 2 things happen in a relationship when somebody else is involved. Either the relationship is going to work or it's not. What I don't want to be is the person that made it not work out, and then it's used in my face all the time. Yeah. I can't live with that. Your relationship is going to grow and flourish because you want it to flourish.
Yep.
Or it's going to fail because you allowed it to fail. And that's it. Yep. And that's my tangent.
There it is. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
But go on. I want to get your opinion on it.
I kind of believe the same thing you do. I personally think I told you so's aren't good either. I think, let's say, for example, like you said, you need to, let these 2 individuals, let their relationship flourish.
Yep.
If mistakes are made and it doesn't work out, let them learn by themselves.
Right.
We all did, which made us the people that we are now. So if you know, like you said, Oz, as long as it doesn't get physical, also verbal abuse, any type of abuse, let's rephrase it. If it becomes abusive, then that's when somebody needs to get involved. But if you're like arguing here and there, and like, you break up and then, come back on whatever, let them do them. Okay? Don't get involved, because if you, for whatever reason, say something, like, let's say, for example, I respect and value what my sister says. If she were to say, hey, you know what? So-and-so, I don't like that they do this, this, and this. Since I respect and her opinion weighs heavily, it's going to influence me. And I'll be like, oh, well, you know what? Let me keep an eye out on that.
Yep.
And then it's going to give you reason to start nitpicking at other shit.
Yep.
So, again, and I got closer because I have a feeling you're gonna see this video. Don't let nobody tell you what the fuck to do in your relationship. Do you? Don't let nobody else know, that your family members or your friends or nobody tell you what to do. You do you. Okay? Alright. That's what I had to say.
Yeah.
So, on that note, we will call it a wrap for this special edition of the Fetterly Club podcast. Words of wisdom? Question mark? Or did we give a lot of words of wisdom already?
All you need is love.
There it is. That is.
How about this? Follow the world, show the world love, and peace will follow.
There it is. With that note, this is the glorious one with the Oz.
Yep.
Wishing you a very, very happy Valentine's Day, or how we say it in Spanish, El Día del Amor y la Amistad.
Yeah.
Have a kick-ass day. And if you feel that nobody loves you, here at the Fetterly Club, we love you. So with that being said, until next time,